Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Ooh, it's a good day. We are back again with Classique.
Ooh, and we're finally back to season 6, and we're talking about episode 9 on tonight.
So round up all of our friends. We got Courtney, Adore, Bianca, Jocelyn, Keep It Foxy, Wonk Wonk, and TKB.
That's right. Oh, and Ben de la Cream.
Ooh, the cooling waters of Darien Lake.
Ooh, this week the gals are chatting, just a little hot chat.
A little hot chat.
As talk show hosts, as they interviewed Chaz Bono and Georgia Holt.
And Paula's doing a pop-up, Miss Abdul to set. And, yeah. Why don't you join us?
Why won't you join us for a little Race
Chaser
Classique?
Forever. Dog.
Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw. Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw.
Oh, this mic is hot.
Hot mic.
Oh, hello. Hello, and welcome back to Race Chaser Classique. A podcast dedicated to the discussion, dissection,
And dissemination
of every single episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. Starting from the very beginning.
This is the beginning.
I am a full-fledged, beautiful woman of the ocean, and my name's Alaska. What's yours?
Hailing from the 215, I am Willam.
Sorry, my ring got caught on my fishnets. Sorry. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm
my
just
earring
so
fell off.
excited.
Oh my gosh.
Chad.
Dangling Chad.
Girl.
We're back in the Classique saddle.
Guess who's back in Classique? Yes.
This is exciting because as much as I loved All Stars, and as much as I weep every Thursday night, because now
Weeping Woman.
All Stars is over for the moment. It's a comfort to dive back into season 6. Kylie Classique love.
Can I just say that season 6 for me is when people say, I loved your season, you in season 6. Or season 6 and season 4 and season 8 are like the listed ones that like everybody knows are the great ones. And 6 is such a fun season to revisit because all of our friends are on it. Last week, some of our friends, they visited the Chuckle Hut for the Queens of Comedy Challenge. And that was Laganja's swan song. And it was Bianca's challenge to lose. And of course, she slayed. Hey, put your lighters up. Darien was funny.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a little dry in here. Almost kind of like your vagina.
That was it. And that got Ganja in the bottom 2 with Jocelyn. And to catch you up, the Untucked for the episode this week had the I feel very attacked. Mm-hmm. And Laganja and Jocelyn did Stupid Girls. And Jocelyn and her necklace and her 9 bikinis stayed to slay another week.
Honey, when it's good, it's good. And when it works, it works. And the queens walk back into the workroom and there's a very succinct lipstick message from Miss Laganja, which reads, XOXO, Ganja.
Honey, she was giving goss.
That's fierce to me. I
Yeah,
like that.
Peace, I'm getting out of here so I can go smoke, roll me my joint.
She said, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, Dorit. Do not say that I take jabs. Okay. Adore I am jealous of your ugly leather pants. Sorry, I just got caught up on Housewives, Beverly Hills. And...
I just started watching that one scene with Erica with that side swoop thing with the barrette and the thing. She's like, "That is a promise. That is not a threat." Like, I was like, I could start watching this.
Don't you ever talk to me like that again. Or what? Or what?
Eating it with that ponytail just swinging, honey. That was drag.
Welcome, girl. The hair system on Erica.
The hair, the swoop de doop, and the pony flip.
I have dreams about it,
honey.
I have dreams about it. Welcome back to Real Housewives Beverly Hills Classique. We are doing every episode one by one. Maybe we'll do that after we finish Drag Race, like in 20 years.
I don't know that Drag Race will ever go off the air. It might be I think it's like a Survivor or an Amazing Race. It's won so many Emmys, it's comparable to those shows at this point. Like, let it keep going, bitch.
Girl, I'm here for that, and they'll bring in Rita Ora to host it randomly at some point. It'll
just
be very
anywhere.
Strange.
I love that. All the girls are mad that the way that Ganja went home. They all talk about it was so
really
tense.
It's really
I wish it didn't
awkward.
happen like that.
What a sour note to end on. It's like you guys all like gangbanged her in the face.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, she was like really upset. How unpleasant. I will say we do get one last glimpse of Put It on the Counter, the Jocelyn Fox necklace.
Yes.
Put it on the counter.
Honey.
You might not see it again. I'm no spoilers, but you might not see it again.
Ooh. The queens are all kind of like happy that Bianca won, and they get into roasting each other a little bit. And Trinity is just thrilled that she was safe in the comedy challenge at all.
Yes.
You know?
She said Rue got emotional. I made RuPaul cry. And also Courtney says, "Oh, Jocelyn's like the Dita Ritz of this series, isn't she?"
This is when Miss Courtney Act decided to come out the side of her mouth and talk about my friend Dita. And then she knew we were friends. And then she gets a text from me that's a screenshot from Dita saying, like, "Get your girl." And I was like, why would she say that? I was like, how and why? Dita became a legend the moment she like lit the stage on fire with "This Will Be." Like, I was there in that room after seeing that. Legend. So, like, for her to be shat upon by our Aussie friend, I was appalled. I was appalled at that Australian's behavior.
I, for one, don't believe a word of it, and I think Courtney was framed. I think it was clever editing. Deep fakes have existed for years.
Mm-hmm. They're friends now. They're friendly. Dita even came in and replaced her when Courtney had to call out of a number at the Chicago AAA Girl show.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But they're really giving Courtney the sort of sinister, villain.
They're giving her the pretty bitch girl edit, the real life Regina George, who's just like joking that she knows she's perfect because she is. But and it's all like jovial, but they put the wrong music or no music behind it.
Yeah, scary music.
It can go from like, oh, girls kikiing in the dressing room to this bitch really thinks she lives and owns and is going to be the one just because she brought some parachute bird wings.
Well, the next day, Courtney walks in with a yo-yo, which
honey, she's like, look what else I can do.
She said,
let me try to focus my eyes on all my talents.
I have more skills. We get a video message from Ms. Paul, and it goes as such. The top 3 reasons to become America's next drag superstar. Number 3, free foot rubs from Santino. Number 2, your pussy's not only on fire, it can be seen from outer space. And the number 1 reason, $100,000, hunty. Now here's RuPaul. What could it mean?
Honey, the girls don't know what it means, and a door automatically says boxing.
We're gonna box each other.
And never has been there's such a look of confusion from Courtney and Bianca's on each other's faces where both their minds went, how did that bitch end up at boxing?
I get it now, though.
It's an in sequence where you do?
I just got it while reading this. RuPaul ends with, here's RuPaul, which is a reference to Johnny Carson. Here's Johnny. But it also kind of sounds like, let's get ready to rumble, which is boxing.
Maybe that's why Adore thought what she thought. Who knows? An artist's mind.
Right, the artist's mind.
The artist's mind. But
The
Rue
artist's
comes into the
journey.
workroom and she quickly brings in the Scruff Pit crew. And honey,
Woof, woof,
the pit,
woof, woof, woof,
the girls are
woof,
hungry and
woof.
horny tonight, and they woof every time the pit crew comes in.
Honey, 10 man,
10 of
10 man, and nothing but Andrew Christian underwear. It is Andrew Christian, right?
Maybe.
The
Or
band
it's Scruff,
says
it's Scruff underwear.
Yeah, I think they made Scruff underwear for a while.
I want to know why Ross was in the purple pair. Was he too plus size? Was his rump too plus size to fit into those black skivvies? So they had to go up a style.
He was also the cover boy for Scruff for like a long time on the app, so maybe they were just trying to feature her.
Oh, they put him in the center. She's the center girl.
She's the turquoise.
I love
fanny.
Ross. I think Ross is so cute.
Who?
And you know Ross, the one with the
Ross.
purple panties.
Yeah, the middle mark.
Yes, the middle girl.
She got her
Do
purple
you-
panty.
Now, I want to know, first of all, how many of these pit crew scruff men do you know?
Yeah, let me
And
see.
how many do you know?
I know one of them, but I know 8 of them.
I knew your father.
I was a friend of the
okay.
family.
Uh,
The family room, that sofa. I was the one.
They all look great, and how exciting for these girls to play this game. And
Yeah.
it's kind of a. I did it. I kept thinking that my producer. I put on my producer hat. You know, I'm. You know, I have to put on my producer hat sometimes, and I'm like, this
For
would
fun.
be a difficult game to maneuver because. Do the boys memorize what order they turn around in? Is there someone shouting?
Do they?
Okay, Miles, will you turn around now?
Do the letters change? Like, are they removable or did they
Yes,
change
they
panties?
must.
Did they say, "Here, Sean, you put these on Miles. Grab these ones from Simon"? Who knows?
How many of these guys do we know by name? Do you know them all?
Yeah, Arad, Simon,
Aram.
Jason. Aram, Sean, Miles. That I
Ross
think
is in the middle.
Ross, and then the guy second from the right, it's I think it's like Chris N or something,
Okay.
or Nick M.
I know how cold it is on that set, so these guys are doing great by just standing there nude and barefoot. And so they turn around and there's letters on their butts, and the first few letters spell out ass, usually. Which is fun. It's a fun little Easter egg.
So fun. And then the words, they all have like Vanna White moments with a hot way to serve fish, casserole.
Casserole. Cases of history repeating. Flashbacks. What Lady Bunny has. A fat ass.
Fat ass. No class. Big in Germany, Hasselhoff.
Yes.
And
Which
she got
Adore gets instantly.
so smart. Her brain is honestly an artist.
She's a smart girl.
Artist minds. Like
She's a smart girl.
girl, they can work. She
Yeah.
got a hot body, which is a butterface.
Butterface.
And Ben wins. He got 2 of them, I think. And I asked him if he got his subscription to free year of eyelashes for my lore, and he did not tell me. She did not tell me yet.
Oh, okay. Well, we will be waiting to hear whether Allure came through. I mean, those lashes they could be good for bottom.
Bottoms,
Bottom
Yep.
lashes.
yeah, bottom lashes, or a double up on top.
Right. Or a base pair and you put some
Feather.
feather ones on top of them.
Yeah, just a
yeah.
little put some. Yeah, that.
That. Why don't we take a really quick break? And
Yeah, let's go smoke in the lobby.
Yeah,
I hate this
and we
place.
can get on Scruff and see if any of those models are on there.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back to talk about the main challenge.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, everybody needs a website. Otherwise, you're just out there making your business happen with what? Word of mouth? No, ma'am. If you've got a passion project that you're starting, if you want to start making drag watches that are purely ornamental, made for the sole purpose of a queen touching her wrist during lip sync when the song lyrics say, "Time," That idea is brilliant and needs a website. This is why you need Squarespace, because Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain. Showcase your offerings with a professional website, then you can grow your brand and get paid all in one place. Plus, they have integrated SEO tools, which means search engine optimization, I think, so you can show up more often on search engines. And their Blueprint AI design tool, which can get a fully custom website built in just a few steps if you want to do the whole AI thing. Plus, you can connect your socials, set up easy ways for your customers to buy your products, and even schedule appointments with you. It's all right there on Squarespace. I've scaled a number of businesses in my time, and they have all needed websites because websites just legitimize you, you know? And Squarespace is a great spot for a creative person like me who needs to make a website and has great ideas but doesn't necessarily know the HTML, QRL, TMV of it all, you know? Because I'm not an IT whiz at all. But Squarespace makes it easy for me to select what I want and then put out a wonderful website. And it could be the same for you. You need to check out squarespace.com/drag for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, just use the offer code DRAG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain, which is kind of the same thing. Squarespace.com/drag.
Chime is changing the way people bank. They offer the most rewarding, fee-free banking, and it's built just for you.
I don't want to interrupt here, but I want to chime in. They're not like traditional old banks that charge you overdraft and monthly fees. Plus, they have thousands of fee-free ATMs. There's nothing more frustrating than added fees when you're just trying to access your own money.
Exactly. So with Chime, you are not just switching banks, you are upgrading to America's #1 choice for banking with a Chime checking account.
And how about some of these benefits? All benefits here, honey. Get 5% cash back on a Chime card in a category of your choice, like gas or groceries. And you get savings that grow faster with 3.75 APY. That's 9 times higher than the national average.
And don't forget, they also have Spot Me, which lets you overdraft up to $200 fee-free.
We all need to be proactive in our own finances and understand what our money's doing, and banking can be confusing. There's so many hidden fees and policies that are different at each bank, so you have to look out for you, and with Chime you can do that.
Yes, God, and don't just settle. Find what works for you and get the perks and benefits that are beneficial to your life. Check out Chime.
Honey, I did. I'm a Chime user, and Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today.
Head to chime.com/drag. That is chime.com/drag. It only takes a few minutes to sign up.
Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided for MyPay and Chime Card provided by Chime Bank Partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated annual percentage yield and cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required.
Checking account ranking based on a J.D. Power survey published October 20th, 2025. For more information on APY rates, MyPay, SpotMe, and travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures.
So this week's main challenge is presented by Miss RuPaul herself because she did this. She was a talk show host. And so the girls are learning to sissy that talk. The queens need to host their own little talk show. And it's like basically the return of the RuPaul show. And they're both going to be guest hosts while they interview Chaz Bono and Cher's mom, who's a singer named Georgia Holt. This is a great challenge because like we've all like had to be that like red. Do you want to do the red carpet for free? It'll be great exposure. You could be our interviewer. We have to learn to talk to people.
This is good. This
You've
is a
done
good
it, I've
skill
done it.
that
Yeah.
girls should know how to do, and it's not as easy as it looks. And I just want to let everyone know, Cher came out of Georgia Holt's vagina.
See, I thought that was great. Jocelyn, the girls are given like the task of like writing the intro, the reason for filling in that they're for RuPaul, the intro of the two guests. That's what they're tasked with writing in their workroom walk around.
Mhm.
And Adore is like having trouble writing stuff. She says that she just does it off the cuffs kind of thing. And
I get it.
yeah, me too. But Jocelyn goes straight to her closet and starts like rifling for looks because they flash back to them saying that Jocelyn's unpolished. Like Ben said it and Courtney said it before the theme song even played this episode.
Yeah.
So Jocelyn is like, okay, let me get this look together and then I'll write something. Did you like any of the dresses that she pulled?
Anyway, the other girls were working on.
Just writing.
I don't listen. Well, I'm sure Jocelyn was feeling the crunch because she was running out of clothes. So she went and said, I'm going to focus on my look first because I have the gift of gab and I've been critiqued so harshly for what I've worn. And then Bianca's like, so she goes to her closet and pulls out 3 ugly dresses. Really? Why does she wear 9 bikinis? This is a special event. She didn't wear 9 bikinis.
Damn, Bianca bites.
Now, Jocelyn and Rue. Hey, Ruzy Q.
Honey, Jocelyn turns it in this talk through. Every time Rue tries to steer her negative, she spins positive.
And RuPaul's like laughing at her.
And then
RuPaul's like, you're going home.
As RuPaul is walking away from the table, she says, good luck. RuPaul says that.
RuPaul's like, well, there's only a few girls left. And
she said,
when the gumbo gets thinned out.
And Jocelyn says, I like gumbo.
I like gumbo. And RuPaul is like laughing at her. Like
RuPaul's like, baby, you don't understand.
You know.
This is me saying goodbye.
I'm trying to let you know that you will be in the bottom. Do learn the words, and you're doing such a charming job.
And you better have a bikini on, bitch.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Courtney has a great walkthrough.
I'm still mad at Jocelyn's walkthrough because RuPaul says that her vagina line is not funny, and it is funny. Georgia would have loved that. Chaz would have appreciated it, I thought. The one that she came up with was so clunky. Drag queens can get away with saying that.
I said
She's a
it
talk
in
show host,
season
Joan Rivers.
5. I
did
said
you?
it about Chaz Bono. I said Chaz Bono came out of Cher's vagina. Now, I did not say it to Chaz Bono. I think that Chaz Bono would not think that is funny. And I
really?
don't think Georgia Holt. Maybe Georgia Holt would. No, I don't think she would have. In this challenge, I think they were telling them, act like this is real TV.
Oh.
And so to take it there in this challenge.
How do you feel about abortion? You were one abortion away from aborting Cher. Like, girl, we'll get to that tomorrow. We're still in the walkthroughs. And the walkthroughs for Courtney, you're right, are so good.
So do you have any specific feedback? I feel like the judges don't really like me when I get on the main stage. RuPaul, can you tell me what's wrong specifically with me? Is there anything wrong with me?
Literally, she's nodding when RuPaul is telling her, well, you're so polished. And Courtney's like, yes, I know,
yes,
I know. Just get to the good stuff. What do you want from me so I can get this crown, bitch? It's very that. Courtney is, she's well-rounded, vulnerable, and human in this moment with just eye acting. Both of her eyes, she's focusing, so you can tell she's thinking. Otherwise, they're like north and west.
It's, Courtney, I thought was very bold in this moment. And
me too, balls.
But probably didn't help herself in any way because she spoke to RuPaul on the level of like, we're both on the same level here.
Yeah.
And I would like to know, like.
Well, they were email buddies in 2006.
Okay, well, I mean,
there were several emails exchanged.
That was a different time.
Courtney sees her as a peer, probably, and I mean, so do I. She's just a drag queen.
Yes, but in this setup, that isn't going to work. And this was the definition of someone who's going off script.
Oh,
because
honey.
It was you let RuPaul ask the questions. You don't try and sidewind during the
disrespect. First Eda Ritz, and now RuPaul. The disrespect. How dare you, Courtney?
Blatant.
Courtney is. I love this moment so much. I just love watching it.
And I was just wondering if you had any maybe specific points or things that I could pay attention to.
You're very polished. You've got all of that. But America's Next Drag Superstar also has soft, tender parts and who's also as hard as steel. So fully rounded. And this is the perfect challenge to put that to the test.
Rue's asking me to give something more.
And after that cutaway, Courtney pulled out a phone and said, "Can you talk to Wendy?"
Courtney's so cute.
So cute.
She's so adorable.
And so young.
I love Courtney Act.
Yeah, so good.
Damn.
Ooh, hey. Sorry, cute guy outside. Trinity is excited.
Hubba.
Hubba. It was Hector. Emmy winner, Hector Pocosandre. Ding! He is. For this show. Trinity's excited about this challenge after her breakthrough last week in the comedy challenge. But Rue just decides to lay it. Oh, but you ain't still won anything yet. You haven't. And it's just like really kill the joy.
Yeah. Yeah, the wind is taken out of those sails promptly. That ship is going nowhere. The next day, there's some mirror chats going on.
These are good mirror chats.
The queens, again, are telling Courtney that she's too polished and she's not human and she's an alien. Which she is an alien of extraordinary ability.
She really is. That's what it said on her Australian USA green card thing.
Yeah.
And she says she prefers to be happy and joyful and carefree. And like from working with her, she is that way. Usually about her farts and her wigs, especially carefree.
A stupid response from a stupid person. I remember when you two got into it. You think the Housewives is full of scalded tea.
Oh, bitch. That documentary is going to be sickening.
Courtney and Willam let have. Okay, but that's for another date. And Courtney's like, yeah, I just prefer to be like happy all the time. And Dayla's like, wow, that's not alienating at all. Huh.
Yeah.
So finally we get to the filming of the RuPaul talk show. The RuPaul talk show where each of these girls is filling in for RuPaul. There are no second takes. They're treating it like it's a live TV show. Which I think in real life, it would be pre-taped. If something cataclysmic went wrong, you could reset. But typically it is just you go for it and whatever happens, right?
Yeah, you have an outline with the producer before you walk on. Then they say what questions you're going to ask. Kind of, they prep the guest. If there's a funny story they want to tell, the guest always finds a way to lead it in. This is like normal, you know?
Yes.
You do the little rundown and then they go 5, 4, 3, and then you go. And you just act like you're at a cocktail party.
Now, adore, honey, we were poor. We had no money. It was during the Great Depression.
No, honey, there was no food. It was the Depression.
Party work.
Awesome. That sounds so awesome.
Amazing. Yeah.
and
I hope that's how it really happened, but that's really funny.
I wonder if how much of that was an edit too, but
work. Oh, work. I love that. That's amazing. Cool. Yeah. We were poor. We were on the brink of death at all times. Amazing. Yeah.
See, this is
Adore
the point
was
where,
nervous.
Yeah, Adore could have done better, I think, if she had her cards on the floor by her feet so she could look down real quick, get her word, and look back up. Instead of going behind her, looking at the card, trying to apologize into the camera. But she was young, you know? This isn't something that people know how to do right offhand all the time, you know?
And doing interviews is hard because you kind of have to have Courtney Act eyes, where one is looking at the guest and the other is looking at the card, which is why Courtney did so well. Because you have to, as you're listening, you have to be actively listening, but you also have to kind of know what the next question is. And so sometimes that ends up being a response that's like, work, I love that, as you're looking down at the next question, which can seem, horrible.
Johnny McGovern, sometimes like someone will tell a really sad story and then he'll just be like, yeah, we'll be back. Like he's the king of the cutout. Some of the other girls are doing better. Bianca's doing great with Chaz until she gets the time wrap up. And I think they did this to fuck with her, probably.
You think?
But they did show 3 questions in a row, all towards Chaz. But who knows if that was actually happening like that, and then they just cut her. But let me tell you about this drink.
We're out of time. Yeah, she didn't give a single question to Georgia. And Chad, I believe it's pronounced Chad. Chad Bono even tried to throw it to
grandma. He said,
mom.
Actually, the first person I told was my grandma when Bianca asked him about his transition.
And Bianca was like, yeah, but anyway, about your...
so what helped you make that decision to do something so personal so publicly? And meanwhile, Bianca's dressed like fucking a Hello Dolly hooker.
Yeah, so pretty. I mean, you can't come for the drags.
No.
Trinity, I mean, you really can't get past. I don't remember anything else that she said.
Production must have been in the back going like, yes, every time.
They were high-fiving. They were like, this is what we've been waiting for. Yeah,
damn.
Chad. She was calling Chaz Bono Chad over and over and over and over.
And there's one girl in the part when RuPaul says the judges are going to be Chaz and his grandmother, that one of the girls goes, she's a great country western singer or something. And I think it was Trinity. Sorry.
Bless you.
I think it was Trinity who was the one that said, like, she's a country western singer. Like, she knew or something, you know? Like, they get him to say, like...
I thought it was...
Wasn't it somebody?
I thought it was Jocelyn.
Oh, okay.
Jocelyn's very knowledgeable.
Oh, yeah, she watched the
Georgia.
Lifetime documentary, she said.
But keep in mind, Trinity was 22, and that's not an excuse to not know the name of the guest. But, I mean, I wouldn't expect a 22-year-old to know who Georgia Holt was.
No, unless it was like Trivial Pursuit, the mother of Cher.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, Courtney Act, this is really when it starts to sizzle. First of all, Courtney's Mitzi deserves an Emmy Award.
Honey, that Mitzi is
just
purged, baby. Purged.
Just for the hair. Courtney is so funny, so natural at this. And there's a reason why she's doing this on a huge scale now. Because she's really, really great at this. She's great at listening, being open, and she's naturally very funny and very charming. And I thought it couldn't have gone better.
And people want to fuck her. The way that Chaz is eyeing her up and down, people want to fuck my sister.
They do. Hey, taxi driver, which one of us do you want?
A, B, or C me. Queen, see me.
Queen, see me.
Yeah. She's great at it. She's flirtatious. She's
doing the lean in where you do the Rebecca Glasscock lean in on the hand during the interview.
The French tips active length.
Exactly.
Darian is like visibly nervous, which is weird because she's so chill every time I've seen her. But
she's
and she's been doing drag 20 years.
Okay, but doing an interview is a game of tennis. And if the other person just hits the ball onto the ground, what are you supposed to do? Darian
nose are hard to go up against.
Yeah, 3 questions in a row, and Chaz's only answer was no. That's like, was it prompted to like throw Darian off?
I don't know. Maybe he had an earpiece, and they were like, "Okay, we need a ding for her. We need to wrap up time on Bianca." You know, like who knows?
Yeah. And speaking of a ding, Darian's earring did the Raja O'Hara move and just went boink, which is something that happens in drag so often and so easily. But when it happens on Drag Race, it's like,
she can't keep herself together. Her jewelry fell off.
Oh my God, she's such a mess. What a fucking talentless piece of crap this person is. Oh my, how could
that hog of death lost her earring?
How dare they disrespect the art form of drag? It's like a cataclysm.
Bitch.
But like literally earrings sometimes fall.
Did you see the clip of Diana Ross and the Supremes like doing the shimmy shake? And Diana's earring fell off. Her hand had the mic. She kind of like grabbed the mic with the other elbow and reached down and caught her earring. And like you couldn't even see it. So slick. One of the best earring catches I've ever seen. We'll put it on Race Chaser Instagram. I'll find it and send it to Dipper.
This clip that is extremely esoteric and difficult to find will definitely be on Race Chaser.
Get on it, Stone. Oh, you found it.
It's right there. It's right there.
Watch the left earring.
Oh my God.
Her hand goes up. She just caught it. Gone.
Hey, it just falls.
It falls, and she caught it. She just moved her hand.
What the fuck? That happened so fast.
It would have been even more impressive if Mary put out her tambourine and caught it. They hit it up to her, then she caught it up here.
That is amazing.
Slick bitch, Miss Ross. They call her the boss.
And I rescind my comments about that being an esoteric clip that's hard to find because Dipper found it in 0.1 seconds.
And
Our
that's
team
producing.
over here at Race Chaser is awesome. Race Chasers be chasing.
The Chasers be racing.
Dayla also did a really great job at this. So funny, so natural, so effortless.
Yeah, really great. Jocelyn decides to go with a vagina-based intro, which not only had math, because you're like, Georgia's 90, so 60, and then you're doing math. Her intro was like clunky. She's like, and one came out of Cher 66 years ago. It was strange.
Yeah, it was wild. And, but Willam, I do have a really quick question. If it wasn't for a last minute decision at the abortion clinic, we might not have Race Chaser. Have you changed your stance on abortion?
Miss Georgia was never so gagged when Jocelyn asked her that.
It was the giggity gag.
Maybe there was some interview somewhere that Jocelyn knows about, or the Lifetime TV movie where like they have that contemplation moment of like, but like to ask it on a talk show was a lot. Jocelyn was hard hitting. She didn't know which wig she was wearing. Was she wearing the cute Katie Couric morning wig, or was she wearing Diane Sawyer hard hitting? Because later on the runway she says Diane Sawyer, so maybe that's how she thinks interviews should go. I don't know. I don't want to. First timers.
If it's based on the RuPaul show, I mean, the RuPaul show was pretty softball.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, you were never going to get, but we'll talk about it when we talk about it in the critiques, because I have something to say. Why don't we go ahead and take a break and we'll get onto the main stage.
RuPaul on the main stage for this episode is the stuff of legends. The vision is so spectacular. It was used as a DragCon promo image the one year. Remember, it was on all the DragCon things. I just remember thinking that bow, that updo. Her updo is 1.5 times the size of her face. The hair proportion, she is a godmother of beauty right now. Beautiful. A 28 out of 10. So beautiful. This is perfection. When they look back, like, this picture will be used.
And maybe correct me on this, but...
And the hair jewelry? Matthew.
The whole thing is so exquisite, so perfection. Peak RuPaul. Iconic RuPaul. But correct me on this, but I believe it was in season 6 when Matthew started doing off-the-neck updos again, because previously on Drag Race, the hair was always down in some way. Mm-hmm. And I remember speaking to him about it, and he had perfected the method of doing the sort of like updo thing on RuPaul, because there's a lot of like pulleys and tapes and things, but he finally perfected it. And I don't know if this is the first time it happens, but during season 6 is when he started to do like off the neck updos again, which is kind of that was RuPaul's signature for in the beginning of her career.
Did you ever watch him do one where he hangs a wig upside down?
No.
Girl, watching him get his like shape and his sculpture of hair, it was so fascinating.
Absolutely stunning. So, party. Anyway,
we had no food. The depression, honey.
I want this is okay. Should we talk about the runway?
I mean, yeah, we got RuPaul here with Michelle, Chaz. The judging dais is crowded. I think Chaz is in an Office Depot chair they just pulled up on wheels. It's not the same as everybody else's chair. Paula Abdul's there
too.
Paula
does a chair, bitch.
Why isn't Cher done Drag Race? Damn.
Chaz is like, I do not want to fucking talk about my mother. Can you all just fucking stop?
He really is.
Georgia Holt and Paula Abdul. We could have gotten anyone for this judging panel. Paula Abdul, Georgia Holt.
Oh, I thought RuPaul's earring fell, but it was the mouse. I was like, what is that?
She loves Diana Ross. Okay. RuPaul also, top model facts. RuPaul tells Paula that she's the most lip-synced artist in the history of Drag Race at that point.
She does a funky way.
Well, we're gonna have another song here tonight.
Yeah.
So the runway theme is Animal Kingdom Couture, which seems open for interpretation, but let's get into it.
Like you'd want to do an animal of some sort. Darian Lake comes out as the elephant queen. Her sleeves are like the shape of an elephant ear. She's curving and swerving and looking great. Gray, sparkly, big elephant tusk earrings, beautiful gray hair, adorned. I'm here.
This is one of my favorite Darian looks. She looks so beautiful, and it's such a clever interpretation. Taking an elephant that I don't know. I mean, it's a very unusual choice for an animal, but an elephant is so beautiful and majestic.
Tell
and,
Kenya that from season 4 of Top Model.
Right.
No, she was mad.
She looks so fabulous, and this is exquisitely done.
Sorry, that's a Top Model fact.
Top Model facts. Why'd you do that, Tyra? Next up, Adore Delano. The animal that she chose was dollskill.com.
It feels very alley cat.
Listen,
like Mimi community theater outfit.
You can't
COVID.
say she doesn't look cool, because she does.
Yeah.
It doesn't look particularly expensive, but I think her styling choices really make it her own, and she looks really fucking cool.
It's a cool outfit to wear out. I wish the jacket was lined a little bit. That could have been forgiven a lot of mistakes, but it was like young and punky and like cool kid drag. I'm not mad at it. Would I wear it? But the mask is cool, and like I like where she's going with it. She's young, and this is like baby drags.
Yeah, and does it scream Animal Kingdom?
No.
Not particularly, but the duster, the Lisa Rinna duster is leopard print.
It gives Crazy Zookeeper.
Which that's Animal Kingdom, okay.
Yeah.
Dela has a very interesting interpretation of an animal. This is
he's the smartest in every room.
So smart, such an unusual choice. And bitch, you know, if you're like, oh, the challenge is choose an animal.
I got this. Get out the bug outfit.
No one else in the room is going to be choosing a fly, bitch.
Nobody. Fly, 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 fly.
So cute. So cool, and really a well done and well executed look. I love this.
Yeah, not mad. So perfect. 10 out of 10, Ben.
Yes.
Next up to the runway, we have Bianca Del Rio, who looks like a cave lady leopard.
I love this.
Me too.
The hair keeps haunting me. It keeps haunting my dreams. I'm obsessed with that black fringy back pony fall thing that she's wearing.
You know how she does? She buys all the wigs from one company, so she gets them in all the same colors. That's her 1B ones. She'll have them in little Ziploc bags or containers. She's so organized.
That's
and
like
the
3 dress
wigs pinned together at least.
Exactly. Everything must be leopard print, and she continues the leopard print onto her face and body. Leopard print face and body is her makeup company. She looks fucking beautiful and awesome. I love this.
Yeah.
Jocelyn Fox is wearing clothes. Anyway, Trinity.
Thanks, Jocelyn.
No. This what?
And then the reveal.
It's zebra. Okay, let's start with
her
the
pussy
good parts.
patch is zebra. And
I like zebra. I like zebra.
Okay.
But
you know how there's usually that bird on the back of a zebra who like eats the bugs, or is that a rhino? I figure that's what she was trying to combine, a bird on a rhino. So I wanted to give her some credit.
Oh, okay.
And then the red feet. Oh, look, there's the bird again. I don't know. I wanted this outfit to be better. But it's giving pop-up number.
It seems like disparate pieces pieced together.
But separates can be so fun, and at least one of them flies off and her pussy's out and her body looks great.
She said, "Here is my pussy," and as she was leaving the stage, she lifted up the trench coat to say, "This is my ass.
This is my pussy." She waves the reveal like a flag, and then she pulls back her hair and says, "These are my talons. I'm going to walk like a hooker over there and then lift my skirt as I walk up the runway. Like I'm looking for imaginary pockets. Oops, my skirt went up. This dress doesn't have any pockets." And you know what? This reveal is lined too. She has a little zebra thing. She's gorge. This is a zookeeper hooker for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
This is zookeeper side piece.
She's working the night shift at the
zookeeper by day,
at the Newark
by night.
At the Newark Zoo.
Okay. We love you, Jocelyn.
We really do. And
I love separates. Yeah. You know I'd wear most of that outfit.
Yeah, I like her. She's fierce.
She's
and
good people.
Her butt looks cool.
Oh, her body is. She was really, the body girl this season. It wasn't Courtney.
She actually was. She looks great.
Yeah.
Okay. Trinity. Thank you, Trinity K. Bonet, for this.
Thanks for some drag, Trinity. Like, this is drag. She'd been doing it.
Jesus
These
Christ.
Atlanta girls.
She never stops when it comes to the runway.
Baby,
she
when
never
I tell
has
you.
stopped. She never will stop. We just experienced her on All Stars, burning every single runway. And we see this is her at 22 doing just the same.
Baby.
I love this. It's bird feathers protruding out the back piece off of the shoe. The face paint is really fucking cool.
Yeah,
I love this.
In another color, it could be described almost as Carnival, but it's like it feels like a beautiful bird in the jungle, and I love it. I'm here for it. Honey, and body just walking, slinking down the runway.
Absolutely beautiful. We love it.
Yeah,
and she did like an updated version of this on All Stars. She did like that big carnival all feather look.
Yes, which is a total redemption moment. And
she's in the AAA Girl documentary too.
It didn't even need redemption because this look stands alone, but it is definitely like the Pokemon evolution, like sort of even higher version that she did on All Stars.
The outfits for this runway are very impressive between Ben, Courtney, and Trinity. The outfits are sickening.
Well,
and Darian's is great too. But now we have Courtney, who like this is the moment that made the commercial. This was the last season 4. I was the last moment of the commercial teaser, and season 5, or season 6, it was Courtney. And I remember these wings, and that was the moment. She was like the thumbnail, you know.
She even says she wants to see these on the blogs. She wants to see it on Facebook. Again, she's not doing herself any favors with RuPaul by looking this good.
RuPaul turns to the other judges and says, "These girls brought production." That's what she literally says.
There's a cut to Michelle looking so mad.
Michelle is pressed, and in the judging, she gives a negative to Courtney, and it's so wrong. You're like, shut up, you're perfect. She said she had an energy dip. Michelle says that about Courtney. It's like, shut up. Her talk show was perfect, Michelle. Don't be mad. And now she looks perfect on this runway. Peeing. There's bird piss all over. They say it's good luck when a bird poops on you. Bitch. Courtney's pooped on me almost on.
It is you can't sit there and not be impressed by this white silver 12-foot 12-foot wingspan piece. There's
with
never been anything like
that in a short hair gig. Never
been anything like this before or since.
She even wore her bigger diamond hoops, not her small diamond hoops that she wears 8 other times. She brought out all the stops. Sickening.
She looks too perfect. And
Chaz
Michelle
is jerking off under the table.
Michelle looks so foolish for
She's
looking
like,
so mad.
We're going to put this look on our Race Chaser pod where we'll show Chaz looking so... I was quoting Trinity, looking so raptured at Courtney. Mm-hmm. And even Georgia's like, wow, Cher's never done that. Impressed. And Michelle's like, there was an energy dip. When Courtney looks so perfect, so beautiful. And we do need to credit Dallas... Delaforce too, but Courtney, wow,
Oh
bitch.
my God.
Yeah, This is
we
when
adore it.
She's beautiful.
I don't know if you've heard about we may be back on the Classique vibe.
Oh wait, Classique ASS.
Oh,
we need to get the boys to do Classique for our Instagram that we're back.
We need 10 scruff models to spell out Classique on their butts.
Yes,
if
when
you're
does
this come out?
listening and you want to participate, send us an email with a picture of one of the letters of Classique on your underwear, and hopefully enough come in, I'll be able to collage it together.
Wait, they need to make it in cum?
No, just the letter.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Well, that sounds fun.
Oh my god, I absolutely
Classique.
love that. That sounds like Patreon content to me.
Stop by the studio. Yeah, pull in through the back. We'll click the gate. Drop her. Ooh, we got a cue.
We got a cue.
Who will get cue? AJ's boyfriend.
Exactly.
She'll be real cute.
So there's a lot of drag race happening around the world. So we want to take this moment to check in with Latrice and Manila over on The Chop to hear about what is going on season 2 of Holland's Drag Race. This is a segment we call
The Holland Update.
Manila, I am gagging over the latest episode of Drag Race Holland. That fight was something else, girl.
Girl! However, it didn't end up in a disqualification for breaking the rules, and that I don't know what to think about that. Maybe we should ask our mom, Willam.
Oh, yeah, I sure will. I know she'll have something to say.
Plus, we are chatting with Tabitha from Drag Race Holland. How are you doing, Tabitha?
Well, we can't let Tabitha answer now because we got to listen to our show.
Oh, yeah. So if you want some Drag Race Holland recaps and exclusive interviews with the eliminated queens,
make sure you check out The Chop every Thursday here on the Mom Network.
Okay, so we're at the judging table. The judging.
I really wish I could see the real you. Could you dress up like a bug? Oh, it's you. Oh my god, I see the real you finally.
This is you now. They're giving.
This is you.
They're trying to pry Ben open with fucking shackles. Like, yeah. He's like a slow burn, and they're like, "Give us everything you have, so I can dance. I just wanna praise you. I just wanna praise you."
Sorry, you were saying.
They're giving Della a hard time.
Yes.
And they're saying like there's less walls up and now she's more authentic. And Ben's just like, yep. And you could see like, I feel like you could see Ben like just going along, giving them what they need for everything. But like, just let him be good at drag. He doesn't, and he says he's private. And like, they're not respecting that. RuPaul's
so
like,
what is it that you're hiding? What is it that you don't want people to see about you?
And then he's honest about it, and it's even better. It's even that is the rawness, and then they still keep pumping him.
The rawness, dun 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 dun.
Dun.
Well, okay. Who else? Okay.
Adore gets a bad critique. She,
yes,
Paula Abdul recognizes Adore from American Idol, and she says she doesn't see her this time, though. She only sees this mask and doesn't see the sassiness that she loved talking to him when he was on season 7 of American Idol.
Young drag queens listening out there, first of all, if you're going to audition for Drag Race, first piece of advice, don't tell them that you listen to Race Chaser religiously. That's going to be the first thing. Second of all, if you are thinking of auditioning for Drag Race, don't bring a bunch of masks. Masks never play well on Drag Race. I think it's just because it's TV. They need to see your eyes, your reaction. That's the sort of, just don't do it. Masks are never going to work.
Yes. So Adore's didn't work either with Chaz and Georgia. So she basically is red. And then they're like, and what animal are you, bitch?
Right, exactly. I'm a Mortal Kombat character. Bianca, they said you didn't listen enough and your time management was off.
She said baloney.
Baloney. That's the animal she was doing. Joslina Foxatina thought her tuck was meaty.
The rudest.
Yeah. They say Michelle, I think, says there are certain things that are not to be discussed. Which to me, now in the current climate, I feel like if you didn't talk about abortion, you'd be missing an opportunity because it is such an important issue. I don't think saying like, how dare you bring up such an obscene thing? It's like, no, like you could use this platform to talk about some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the way she swerved into the question out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That wasn't.
But her apology was so genuine. She starts crying, and she's it's ironic because she's the one that knew the most about Georgia in the interviews, and it wasn't fake bullshit. It was Jocelyn being real, like saying, "I watched the Lifetime movie. I like her album." You know, like it's a moment where you see that Jocelyn is doing everything that they're asking Ben to do, but you know, whatever. Courtney is given 10s, except when Michelle says, yeah, there was kind of an energy dip in the middle. You were going great for a minute, but then... Nah.
And then Chaz and Georgia are like, no, we thought it was so great. We loved it. Which, again, doing no favors with RuPaul, Courtney. The guest judge is going off script and being like, we thought she was the best one. RuPaul, I love you, but she was good.
She had
literally
wings.
RuPaul was seething during this.
Honey, she's gripping the seat. Poking Michelle with tweezers manicure scissors under the table.
Like, not enjoying. Trinity, they said, honey, you just broke the cardinal rule. You said the wrong name. There's nothing. Your runway can't.
You said the wrong name several times. At least you look great. Yeah. At least you know you're going out a winner. Looks-wise, for sure. So the safe girls are Bianca, Ben, Darian, and Jocelyn. And Courtney Ack wins a wig wardrobe from Outfitters Wig. What is the irony here?
She owns a wig company, wins some wigs.
And I can literally, I'm looking at this podcast past the window is the Outfitters Wigs building.
You can see it from your window.
I literally can see the back door.
Outfitters is a mainstay.
They've been around since
1969. And I swear, each time I go in, they charge me more money.
Oh, each time. Now they know who you are, bitch. Uh-huh.
They see me coming, they're like, Mama needs a new fucking car.
Can I tell? And they both drive white Mercedes. They both have white Mercedes. I'm looking at their cars right now.
They see me coming. The prices are always a little nebulous, but you know what? The wigs are indestructible and really beautiful. And this is a local Hollywood establishment that, I mean, it's worth it.
Sometimes they charge too much. Far too much.
They do.
And they stole from Godoy. That was not a double stack.
They do, but the styling that they do,
they can be honest.
Can't get anywhere else.
You're right, but I just would appreciate honesty, knowing that they took something like that from like a girl who was coming up and sold her and missold her a wig. That's shady. I'll still wear their wigs.
Damn.
The
Mom Network really does some damage to some Hollywood Boulevard establishments. I mean, with talking about Maya shoes. I mean, it is just...
Maya's okay. Sometimes Rhea broke the heel off of one of her shoes the night she got it from Maya, and Maya gave her a new pair. But I've heard...
Okay. We're just
front row.
Go shopping at Outfitters. That's what I'm telling you. The price is high, but it's worth it. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Doesn't this front row just look like 3 Kelly Mantles?
Oh yeah, they do.
Why are those the wigs that they chose to feature?
I like that red one. I want to buy that one.
Red.
You see red.
5 Phil.
Did Courtney ever get these wigs? We should ask her. Hold on.
Yes, we should ask her.
She's in lockdown, not doing anything. Let me ask.
The lip sync song is Vibeology by Paula
Bitch,
Abdul.
did you get these wigs from season 6 when you won wigs on the Chaz Bono Has a Hard On challenge? They were Outfitters wigs.
Agador.
A wig wardrobe.
Agador, to you I leave my wigs. My very best wigs.
Oh.
You're going to the cemetery with a toothbrush. How Egyptian. This is an amazing lip sync, I have to say.
RuPaul.
I think that the song Vibeology is a very strange kind of mescaline trip of a song. It's very odd. But this lip sync elevated the song.
Yeah.
The queens made the song better just by doing this performance. They both brought different kind of energy to it, but they both did great.
I've seen a lot of queens do a lot of Paula, and I've never seen a girl do Vibeology. And because it's nobody's signature song, you know? But this makes it an entertaining, like, I love it. What a great way to update it. Adore does cartwheels. She gets down. She's vibing with the song, literally. And her connection to Paula, there was no way Adore wasn't going to lip sync in this episode with Paula there. You know? This was perfect story. This is exactly, she took off the mask. They let everybody see the sassiness. This is perfect. And Trinity does great too. And they have like this moment of like girl on girl, like Wild Things, Nev Campbell, Denise Richards moment where they're on each other. And then Rue's like, yeah, be whores. Rue's like, yeah.
This pleases me.
Yeah, mother likes this. This will go in the commercial. It's so great. They look beautiful. And RuPaul's like, yes, honey, I get 10%.
And Paula's having a great time too.
Mm-hmm.
And Whitney Houston is at home watching it saying, that bitch Paula Abdul can't even sing.
Mama, she's singing off key on the record.
Off key on the track.
On the record, mama. Yeah.
That's gimmick music. That's novelty music.
The girls are killing it, and Adore wins, sending Trinity home, but not before Adore yanks her wig back into place. Mm-hmm. And then Trinity's exit speech is really nice. She just is the class act that she was on All Stars 10 years ago. She says, thank you for the opportunity. Her life is changing. All that.
Yes. And before we go, sorry, I don't even remember this. It's time for Back at It with Bianca. Oh, we do like a segment.
Change every time.
We do a segment where we talk to Bianca Del Rio a little bit.
Yeah.
Listen, it's been so long since we did Classique.
Portugal?
I don't even remember. So why don't we throw it to Bianca for a second?
Let's get back at it with Bianca.
Baloney! You're horrible. You're horrible. You're horrible. Baloney!
I mean, we were discussing it, and you really are a quip machine. But did you expect like catchphrases to come out of things that you were just saying, like Rolodex of hate or not today Satan or baloney?
No, I think it's so weird that you're in this bubble and you're just filling time. You're just doing what you're doing, and you're talking to other queens, and you have no idea. It's just in the moment and what was happening, and I couldn't think about it. And I think that's what made it interesting when you saw people like Laganja, who was obviously performing for the cameras the whole time. Like, I came out of the show going, oh God, I make that many faces. Like, I don't even realize I'm making faces when someone's annoying or dreadful in the background. But that was just the process. So it was just like, say something to lighten the fucking mood because everybody else is crying about the problems. So that was just my approach. Was just like, let's make this fun, can we? People.
I went into a store called Scribbler in London, and they have like great postcards and cards and like novelty stuff. And there were 5 items with your face on it.
Oh, call him a lawyer. Call him a lawyer.
Wait. There were 3 with RuPaul on it.
Okay. Well, she's got better lawyers. I'll work it out. Yeah, I mean, that kind of thing, you just go, isn't it flattering? Like, how nice. Yeah, that's good. I'm not going to fight these people that are making a little card. There's a lot of shit on Etsy, too, that people make, and they'll send it to me. And it's like, it's not official, but what do I care?
Yeah.
I'm just like, send me one.
Right. Yeah. I don't mind.
And I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, you seem to have a little bit of conflict with the younger queens. Gia, Trinity, Ganja. Famously say, name something you do. Quickly.
Well, it wasn't a problem with young queens. I have a problem with stupid people. That's what I have a problem with. And, when you act stupid, it was like, I think the real show was in Untucked for our season because it was just, you're just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like the Trinity, who I loved, who at the time was lip syncing quite a bit, but she was the fucking lip sync assassin of all assassins.
What a man.
Yes, I was like, ain't nobody going home. Like this, she's got that. I mean, everybody's going home but her. And I knew her story at that point, but every time something would go wrong with the judges, she would make an excuse. So everything was, well, I'm trying and I'm doing math and I just had enough. It was like, acting wasn't her forte. Singing wasn't her forte. Dancing wasn't her forte. And I'm just like, well, what do you do successfully? And then she's just looking. And then it's like, quickly, like, come on, let's tell me now. What do you do? So that's where the patience came in. And also, you know how it is in Untucked. The sooner you shut the fuck up, we can get out of drag and go home. So they would just lag it on with their personal problems and all their fuckery. And I'm like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. So that was my approach in Untucked. And the reason why I have a pillow on my lap in every episode, because it kept me from getting up to kill him. If you notice, I constantly have a pillow on my lap because I'm like, it's my therapy.
Oh, I thought you had an erection.
Oh, totally. Yeah, looking at that group.
Right.
Oh, yeah, honey. Hard. I was as hard as your face. Yeah.
This week in Untucked, in the Form Decor Lounge, girl, the editing we all love is back. Season 6 was the Untucked season, and the girls are sipping their drinks. There's shade rattles aplenty, and then there's just laughter edited in like Tammy Brown style All Stars, where it's just like, was that really there? They're down to 6 girls, and they're having to do a lot more work story wise, piecing stuff together.
Yeah,
and Jocelyn's so upset. That's sad to see. Like, she didn't know. That was just a first timer syndrome mistake.
She's very upset, and then they throw to commercial, and they're like, and you know, the worst part of it is, they come back, and that you think it's going to be some emotional, earth-shattering confession, and then they come back, and she's like, and the worst part of it is, they're going to tell Cher that I'm not good at doing a Cher impression. They all laugh. That was a misdirect. They were having fun on Untucked.
They were living. The girls were going in, and
now,
but
Willam,
Darian,
I have a question.
Yeah,
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Would you say that perhaps you were in the bottom because you're wearing something that could be bought at a store off the rack?
Who did Courtney say that to? Jocelyn?
She said it to Jocelyn and Adora.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I mean,
Courtney has a
pointed. It's pointed in a way that some girls would not feel comfortable with in a friendly manner, and that's what I'll say.
Well, Courtney has a way of just being
telling the truth.
She's like the truth. She's like the truth fairy. And she only speaks the truth, and so therefore can come off as like shady and horrible but I mean,
period.
That is a very like frank observation of the situation. Like, they were both wearing things that weren't custom, that were the most off the rack, and they got critiques about it.
Yeah, and I mean, it keeps going. The girls are going in on each other because Darian asked Della if she's nervous that the fly costume got so much praise from the judges. Meaning, she says, does that mean her other looks have been bad? Like, Darian, like, is just loving to shade Ben. At any point, she loves, like, Ben she has not liked from the beginning. In every episode, there's a good one or two, like, barbs.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
Needling. And Dela is like, you know what? I'm going to choose to interpret it as I'm doing great. Thank you, though. Thank you, though, Darian.
Yeah.
And this was the birth of Shady Elephant, which went on to become, like, a thing, like a saying and a branding for Darian. And then they play a pointless game.
I like this, though, where they do the shady guessing game with the where they say something from an interview chair, and then they say, guess what girl was saying that about?
When it comes to being a makeup artist, I'm up there with the best of them.
Who was that?
On par with the pros.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on par with the pros.
Oh.
It's
well,
like
she was pretty good.
It's like when Trixie Mattel walks in on season 7 and says, I'm a makeup artist. And everyone is like,
Are you here for Face Off? The girls all basically confront Darian on being hateful and mean, though. But that's just drag.
Oh, come on.
It's something to do between drinks. Yeah.
Come on.
Next week we have a makeover episode, which is one of our favorites all the time. So make sure if you want to watch, it's episode 10 of season 6. And if you
can't watch.
Well, if you need to figure out a way to watch, there's a sped up version on Daily Motion, and there are people out there who have it on a Dropbox. Just saying, if you send a dick pic.
That's right. Next week is the forbidden episode.
Mm-hmm. And our friends are on it. Neil Patrick Harris and David, Life at the Party, Mertka. So there might be tea. There might be sizzling tea.
It may have been removed from streaming platforms, but that will not stop Race Chaser. We're going to talk about it anyway in a respectful manner, but we will be talking about it.
We'll chase it, baby.
Honey, if it's a race, we're going to chase.
So thank you so much for joining us on the Race Chaser Classique. Dum, 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 dum. I'm Willam.
And I'm Chad.
Now, Chad, we'd love for you and all your Chads to write a review of our podcast on your podcast app. And don't forget to subscribe to us, please. And take a moment to subscribe to all the mom shows. They're all fucking sickening. And rate us too. 5 stars.
That's right. And you can follow the dolls at Willam at the Only Alaska 5000. Our Race Chaser account is at Race Chaser Pod. And our mom podcast account is at Mom Podcast.
Plus, we have bonus content available now. Blues. At patreon.com/Willam. And you can search for that Race Chaser content by searching hashtag Race Chaser in the little search box at the top or the bottom. I don't know where it is.
And send us an email with letters on your butts saying, you can send it to
Classique. Put the ass in Classique for us.
Right. racechaserpodcast@gmail.com.
Stay safe. Get the vax and respect each other out in the world, please.
Bye.
Race Chaser.
Race Chaser is not endorsed by World of Wonder, Viacom, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. RuPaul's Drag Race and all names, pictures, audio, and video clips are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of their respective trademark and/or copyright holders.
Forever Dog.
Race Chaser with Alaska and Willam is a Forever Dog podcast.
Produced by Big Dipper.
Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey.
Mixed and mastered by Will Pitts.
Our theme song is Race Chaser by Alaska Thunderfuck.